Welcome back to the FanSpeak Network and another episode of Best Ball Jeopardy. That's right. A lot of your favorite best ball content creators are going to be playing each other in Best Ball Jeopardy over the next several weeks in a Jeopardy-style tournament. And today we have the great Hoohames and Sean Mitchell. Check out both of their channels. They both are cranking out great YouTube content and live drafts in the best ball streets. So check out both of their YouTube channels in the description of this show. Let me see how the guys are doing. Hoohames, how are you doing? You were in chat answering questions last week. How are you doing? You ready for tonight?
Yeah, I'm ready. Like I look forward to it. Like I don't care if I answer questions wrong. Like I don't mind looking a fool. So I'm here for a good time.
That's right. That's what we love to hear. Sean, and by the way, I'll be on Sean's channel tomorrow night, so check that out. But Sean, how are you feeling? How's your confidence level about Best Ball Jeopardy?
I'm good. I'm here. I'm ready to go. I watched the last show a little bit before we hopped on, tried to get a little brain knowledge in for this one. But hey, I'm ready to go. Let's get it going.
I love it. Okay, before we get started, of course, hit that like button. We appreciate it. If you haven't sub to the FanSpeak Network. We have live drafts every weekday. It's very fun. This content like this, Best Ball Jeopardy, is going to be all throughout the summer. And like I said, a Best Ball Jeopardy tournament style here, and plenty of other strategy shows and good information for you. So be sure to make sure you're subbed, notification bell on, and also check out our Best Ball subscription, just $34.99 for the year, for the year, not month, for the entire year. And you get all of Steve and I's rankings for all the different formats, 3 to 4 articles a week. And then we'll probably do some special shows like this for our subs. So with that, let's hit the intro.
This is Jeopardy! And now, here is the host of Jeopardy!
What's up, everybody? Welcome into Best Ball Jeopardy. How are we feeling tonight, boys?
Good. Happy to be here. Thanks for having me on.
Very excited to dive into the game here. We are going to go over a quick little review of the rules before we go ahead and flip the coin. First, we will bring up the board, get a good look at some of the topics here. We've got Name That Stack, a cornerstone of Best Ball Jeopardy. We're bringing back bi-week math. We've got Conicere, Best Ball, random word Best Ball, rookie wide receivers, a boy band, Best Ball Mania 6 ADP stocks, risers and fallers, and answering in the form of a question. For that category, you will need to answer in the form of a question to maintain a correct answer. If you just tell me a player name and you do not give me the answer in the form of a question, you will not get it. And of course, if you miss a question, your counterpart can easily steal any question. You do not lose dollar values for missing a question, but your counterpart can steal. We do have one daily double on the board. If you land on the daily double, you get to go back to the board and you get to bet as much as you have in your pot. You can lose money at this time. This is the only time that you can lose any of your funds. So you can potentially double up, or you could lose all of it all in one swing. Gentlemen, any questions before we get started?
Nope.
Good to go.
Anyone want to volunteer to flip the coin or offer the other to flip the coin?
He can have it.
Let's hear it, Sean.
Beauty before age. I'll take heads. No, just joking.
Tails. We have tails. Hoohames, the board is yours, sir. Before we get started, let's again smash that like button. Follow the FanSpeak Network. Let's get into it, boys. Hoohames, where are we going here?
Good luck, Hoo.
Let's go rookie wide receivers, a boy band for 600.
Rookie wide receivers, a boy band for 200. Wide receiver 60, ADP 125. This is Best Ball Mania 6. His wide receiver grade for next gen stats was wide receiver 13 with a score of 75. Went to Texas Christian University, 62 catches, 1,034 receiving yards, and 9 touchdowns in his senior year. Who is he?
Who is Jack Besh?
That is correct. For that one, that category, you didn't need to, but I love the enthusiasm. I love where he has that. 200 to Hoohames. Let's ride. Let's go. That is Jack Besh. Now with the Raiders, any love for Jack Best in your exposure so far?
I had 25% in pre-draft, so
Okay, let's ride, let's fly. He was my highest as well. The board is yours, sir. Make it, take it in these streets here.
we'll go for 400.
400
rookie
rookie wide receivers, a boy band. Yes, sir. Moving on down the board, we've got wide receiver 49, ADP 91. His next gen grade was an 85, ranking second in this wide receiver class. 61 receptions, 676 receiving yards, and 8 touchdowns in his senior year. However, in his junior year, he put up 86 receptions, 1,212 receiving yards, and 9 total touchdowns. Fight Tiger, you always win.
Who is Luther Burden?
That is correct. Fight Tiger, you will always win is a lyric of the Mizzou fight song.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice. Let's ride. Hoohames, again, the board is to you, sir.
Let's go. Let's change it up. Let's go bi-week math for 200.
Bi-week math for 200. We've got the Minnesota Vikings multiplied by the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I honestly have no idea. 54.
That is incorrect. Sean Mitchell to steal.
This is times, right? So it's what bye week times by bye week. Is that, am I reading that correctly?
Yes, sir. It is Minnesota Vikings multiplied by the Pittsburgh Steelers.
35?
That is incorrect. That is close. We did have one correct answer in the chat, Sir Stephen Schaup.
Oh, Steelers are 5.
I knew Steelers were 5, but I couldn't remember. I could not remember.
I had it the other way
Minnesota
around.
was 7. Yeah.
Very close. Very close.
Yeah.
Changing it up here, changing of possession, if you will. The board is yours, Sean.
Let's do BBM6 ADP stonks.
How much?
Let's rip off the Band-Aid. Let's do 600.
600 for BBM6 ADP stocks. We've got a riser up 8.6 ADP spots, wide receiver 71, ADP 175. This is a rookie wide receiver who went to the University of Illinois. His wide receiver partners are wide receiver 26 and wide receiver 58.
The University of Illinois rookie wide receiver. Boy, that's a tough one. I shouldn't have ripped the Band-Aid off so quick. Up 8.6 at wide receiver 175.
The ADP, by the way, is within the last 7 days. I think that's important.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, the last 7 days. I think that's important to note for this category.
That is gonna 175. 8.6 is moving up. Man, who's a lucky wide receiver? 170. Going blank on University of Illinois. That's crazy.
Calling time here soon.
I want to throw out a guess, but I'm just drawing blank. I guess I'm just gonna have to turn it over to who if I can't think of it.
Putting you on 5 seconds.
Yeah, I'm gonna time out. I don't know. Hoohames will probably have it for University of Illinois.
What you got, Hoohames?
I'm drawing
This is one of my boys. Who is Pat Bryant?
That is Pat
Oh,
Bryant.
golly.
That is Pat Bryant.
How did I
Yes,
not think of
correct.
Pat?
Ripping
That's
off the
what it was.
Band-Aid.
We don't
I
have
believe
a ton
that
of
puts
Pat.
Hoohames up to 1,200. If you watched all of last week, it's not over, Sean. It's not.
Oh, no, not at all.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
I was just going to jump in
We're
and
just
say
getting
that.
started.
I was just going to say that if you watched last week,
We were
definitely.
just getting started.
Yeah, we're just getting started. But also, win or lose, you want to score as many points as possible because as we do this tournament style, highest score for both winner and loser will affect seeding. So just wanted to drop that in. And we've got the winner from last week just crushing it in chat too, Cody.
Yeah,
So,
Cody. I see
okay.
Cody answering every question.
We'll go rookie wide receivers, a boy band for 6.
Wide receiver 50, ADP 93, had a next-gen score of 84, ranking wide receiver 3 in this class. 81 receptions his senior year, 1,011 yards, 10 total touchdowns. His junior year, a little different, 41 catches, 515 receiving yards, and 4 total touchdowns. Starting QB ADP is pick 90. Who is he?
Um, these are all rookies.
This is a rookie.
Rookie wide receivers of
All right. Who is? We'll say. Who is Ted McMillan?
That is incorrect. Sean to steal.
Emeka Egbuka?
That is correct. Sean on board with, what was that, 600.
Yeah, Baker Mayfield.
Yep, Baker Mayfield, ADP 90. QB was at 7.
Yeah, I believe. Close. Yeah.
Had a couple of correct answers in the chat. Love to see it. Love to see it. Hartman and off the Schneid. Sean, the board is back to you, sir.
Let's do name that stack for 200.
Name that stack, 200. I typically need to see all you guys nailing these. I mean, this is what we do here. So
we're trying. We're trying.
Yeah. All right, QB 4, pick 50. Wide receiver 10, pick 17. QB 8 in 2024. Wide receiver 18 last season. QB 2 in 2023. And wide receiver 7 in 2023. Their starting tight end is tight end 16 ADP, pick 140. Who is it?
This is this wide receiver 10, pick 17? Is this pick 50? QB4, pick 50? That's current? Sorry. QB4.
Correct.
So QB4, pick 50. Okay. Is this? It is. It's not Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown?
That is correct. That is correct. I've done that stack before with the different.
I was like, wait a minute.
With a different question, and people have struggled with that ADP. Yeah. I think I saw someone today post on Twitter. They got Hurts at like round 9. It's getting insane.
I know. That's what I was saying. I was like, Hurts has fallen so much. His ADP is crazy. Let's go for 400. Name that stack.
Name that stack for 400. We've got QB 12, pick 108, wide receiver 37, pick 65, QB 14 last season, and wide receiver 25 last season. They have a week 14 bye, and they play the Bears week 17. Name that stack.
This is going to be Brock Purdy, Brandon Ayuk.
That is incorrect. Hoohames to steal.
It's wide receiver 37, pick 65. So that is Brock Purdy, Juwan Jennings.
That is correct.
Yeah.
That is
right after I said it. I was like, that was the wrong wide receiver. Yeah, I had to rethink.
You would think that, hey, Brandon Ayuk, wide receiver 37.
Yeah, but he's like 81 right now.
I'll buy that for $1.
Yeah, the Egbuka question's bothering me now because I was thinking ADP 50, not wide receiver 50.
Right.
Yeah.
I should have rethought that one.
Yeah, Ayuk actually the third wide receiver on team ADP.
Right. Yeah.
For receivers, anyways. Obviously, CMC. George.
Well, I knew it wasn't Ricky. It's like Juwan slipped the mind.
Meg, can we get a score update after that one?
You bet. So Hoohames 1,600 and Sean 800.
It's a close call. Close game. Close game.
Right.
You might have a chance to come back on this one. Rookie wide receivers 800.
Rookie wide receivers 800. All right, we've got wide receiver 24, ADP 41, 96 receptions, 1,258 receiving yards, and 16 total touchdowns in 2024. Starting QB ADP is pick 134. Who is he?
Who is Travis Hunter?
That is correct.
Nice.
Same category, 1,000.
Had a couple of correct answers there in the chat. We've got wide receiver 83, ADP 202, 55 catches, 834 receiving yards, and six touchdowns his senior year. However, big regression from his junior year, 71 catches, 1,080 receiving yards, 15 total touchdowns in 2023. Had a next-gen score of 82, wide receiver 6 in this class, and ran a 4.42 40-yard dash. Name that player.
83 would be a week ago. That was Pat Bryant, but that is going through the list, having no success.
Yep,
We
gonna
will
call time soon.
Yeah, we'll say who is Tory Horton.
That is incorrect to Sean.
Oh gosh.
To steal 1,000.
Yeah, I
The
know.
time was wrong.
Tori was actually one I was thinking about, but I think there was another person. I was trying to think of who. There was somebody who moved up, and I can't think of who it is right now. Tori was who I had. Was one of them that I had in mind. ADP at 202, 442, 71, 55. That's regression 202.
Also coming up on time.
I remember.
No, and I'm just nothing comes to mind right now.
Any guesses?
Not off the top of my head.
Giving you 5.
I should know ADP 202. It's usually when I start taking rookies too, but I got nothing.
You want to try it again? Hoohames doesn't count, but
Yeah, it's Alec Iomanner.
it is not. It is Jalen
It is
Royals.
not?
It is
Jalen
Royals.
Yeah,
and he's
off
actually
on-
one that I've got quite a bit.
Yep, there you go. Okay, I believe the board is now back to Sean.
Let's do the bye week math for 4.
Bye week math for 400. We've got the Browns plus the Eagles plus the Jets.
Um, 29.
That is incorrect.
I have no idea on the bye weeks right now.
I bet it was okay.
We'll go 26. Just say a number.
That is incorrect. 27 999.
Okay.
I was like, oh man, I don't know why, but I thought the Browns for some reason were 7, or I was thinking 9, 7. Okay, anyway,
All the same there. That was the trickery there.
yeah, exactly. The Browns are, which I don't draft a ton of Browns too, but
It's the Browns 10.
Who's up here?
it's who?
I'll go name that stack for 600.
QB 13, wide receiver 27, pick 114 for the quarterback, pick 48 for the receiver. QB 6 last season, wide receiver 19 last year, week 8 bye week, and play the Rams week 15. Name that stack. You will want to get to know bye weeks going forward if you plan on competing in the show, chat.
Yeah, yeah.
It will also be a cornerstone, no dissimilar to name that stack. And it also means I can just make harder math questions.
Yeah. Where
are we at?
We're on me. I'm taking time right now. Trying to remember the quarterbacks in that range. We will say why am I blanking?
Coming up on time.
All right, we'll just say Dak Prescott and George Pickens.
That is incorrect.
Yeah.
Sean to steal.
Oh man, is it Caleb and Roan?
That is incorrect. This is Jared Goff and Jameis Winston.
Oh, okay.
Jamison Williams. We did have one.
I was like,
correct.
yeah, I should have realized the QB6 in 2024. I didn't get, for some reason, I didn't think Goff was QB6, but
Yeah.
a loss.
Yeah, that was a nice pull.
I knew Caleb wasn't, but I was just taking a
back
shot
to
in the
Hoohames,
dark.
I believe.
No, that was I did that one.
Okay, so
Um,
Sean, sorry.
Let's do BBM ADP stocks for 2.
ADP stocks for 2. Biggest faller in the last 7 days, down 13.2 ADP spots. NFC East wide receiver, 49 catches, 610 receiving yards, and 7 touchdowns in 2024 last season. And he finished as wide receiver 90. Or I'm sorry, right now he's wide receiver 90 with an ADP of 211.
Jalen Tolbert.
That is correct. Jalen Tolbert for 200.
This is my guy. I was like, if I miss this, then I'm terrible at this game.
The
Let's
floor
go
is
for 4.
yours. Sell
Yeah,
us.
let's
Jalen
go for
Tolbert.
4. Let's go for 4.
Up 5.9 ADP spots, RB 59, ADP 193, 4 total TDs last season, an AFC North running back, 70 total receptions across the last 2 seasons.
Is this Justice Hill?
That is correct. This is Justice Hill. Had a couple of guesses from the chat that were incorrect. A little Ford, a little Swift, no go.
Dude, AFC North. I was like, that's, yeah. Let's go for 8.
Going for 8. Down 5.5 ADP spots, RB 64, ADP 206. Finished last year at RB 33 and RB 16 2 years ago. Who is it?
Oh, man. RB 33 and 24. 16 and 23. 206. God, I don't know why. I'm gonna say Nick Chubb, but I know it's not Nick Chubb because I know he's higher.
That is incorrect. Who
Yeah.
has?
ADP 206.
Who is Jerome Ford?
That is Jerome Ford. Very good.
Oh,
Very good.
of course.
Very little information here.
For some reason, I thought, well, now
He
that
actually-
he is.
I was
He is
debating between Chubb and Ford, so
I know. I was like, Chubb's 80, which I should have thought of Ford.
Best ball on call now Ford. That's correct. We
Yeah,
went
yeah.
till then. Yes, Ford. Very good.
Can I break in with a quick score update? With that steal, we've got Hoohames 3,200, Sean 1,400, and also have to say we've got like 120 people watching on Twitter and YouTube. Come on over from Twitter. It's much more fun to jump in the chat, interact. So come from Twitter, hop in the YouTube streets with us, and hit that like button. Only 20 likes. We need way more likes. Look how much work Bruni
Hit the
are
likes.
amazing. Hit the likes. Bruni has been crushing it on this. What a fun game, and can't wait to see how we finish this out. So 3,200 to 1,400.
Let's go.
all right. We'll take BBM 6 ADP stocks for 1,000.
Going for 1,000. Down 3.3 ADP spots. Wide receiver 76, ADP 180. Averaged 12.4 fantasy points per game in 2024. However, regressed 74 points from 23 to 24. Name that player.
Who is Keenan Allen?
That is Keenan Allen. That is my guy.
Nice pull.
Nice pull indeed. Again, not a lot of information there. Really knowing your ADP and your finishes. Love it. Love it.
Yeah, I've loved Keenan Allen for a long time. So,
Yeah.
in the form of a question for 200.
In the form of a question for 200, ripping out a new category. The quarterback sacked most in 2023.
Who is Joe Burrow?
That is incorrect. Sean to steal.
2023.
Oh, I'm sorry. That should be last year. Sorry, that was.
I was gonna say, wait a minute. Okay.
Did that affect something, Hoohames?
I mean, I could lie and say it did. But
So this is last year.
It's last season. It's last season.
Last season.
That's my fault. At least won a show.
I'm gonna go with Caleb Williams.
That is correct, except you didn't answer in the form
Who
of a
is
question.
Caleb
That's the
Williams?
whole
Oh,
category.
come on.
No correct answer. I apologize. The entire category is in the form of a question. We ripped it off at the top of the show.
My fault.
Hey, yeah, we live and we learn, my friend. I hope
We
it doesn't
do.
come down to 200.
I mean,
I hope.
I do think Burrow was the most sacked in 2023.
He was in 2023, yeah. And that's why I was like, 2023, I'm pretty sure that was Joe Burrow.
Okay.
Is it on me or
Yeah.
no? Is it?
It's on you. Yeah, he got it wrong.
Okay. Let's go in the form of a question, 400.
The running back with the most first downs in 2024. Correct year, obviously.
Who is Jahmyr Gibbs?
That is incorrect. To Hoohames.
Who is Saquon Barkley?
That is incorrect. The answer is Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry.
94.
That was my first guess, too. And I was like, Jahmyr?
Dog had it. Very nice. Kyron, very
No.
close. He was top 3, top 4 as well.
Yeah, I knew I should have went big dog.
We'll go name that stack for 800.
Name that stack for 800. QB 26, pick 167 last season. Wide receiver 40, pick 73. Wide receiver 60, pick 125. Week 8 bye week, play the Eagles week 15 and play Houston week 16 of this season.
Wide receiver 40 at 73. Who is? Do I need both of those receivers?
And you need the correct ADP for each. So you need to tell me who the wide receiver 40 is and who the wide receiver 60 is.
Quarterback Geno Smith, wide receiver 40 Jacoby Myers, and wide receiver 60 Jack Bish.
That is correct. Hoohames with the gas.
Yeah. Let's hope not. Let's name that stack for 1,000.
Name that stack for 1,000. All right, we've got QB 23, pick 161, wide receiver 70, pick 163, RB 18, pick 56. This stack has a week 14 bye week, and they play at New Orleans in week 15. Name that stack.
We got I pretty much only take one quarterback super late, and it's not him. So we're gonna try. Yeah, I'm blanking here.
Yeah, coming up on time as well.
We'll just throw out Bryce Young, Xavier Legette, and Chuba Hubbard.
That is incorrect.
Yeah.
Sean to steal. $1,000.
Bryce Young, Adam Thielen, Chuba Hubbard.
One more time.
Bryce Young, Adam Thielen, Chuba Hubbard.
That is correct to steal
There you go.
1,000.
I knew it was either Xavier or Thielen.
Back in the
I'm
game.
glad you went Thielen. I was going to go Legette, so I'm kind of glad you did first. Let's go in the form of a question for 600.
In the form of a question, Sean. The receiver who caught the longest reception last season, it was 98 yards.
Who is Rashid Shaheed?
That is incorrect.
Oof.
Who is Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
That is incorrect.
That was going to be my next guess.
Very good guess. We had Cavante Turbin in there as well. Also a good
Oh.
guess. That was Nick Westbrook Akine, 98.
Oh, gosh. Yeah,
I
don't
remember
think
that.
I do remember, but I would have never guessed that.
No, I never would have.
Yep. We got Hartman with the NWI in the house. Mr. Touchdown himself.
Mhm.
Okay. Board back to Hoohames.
I think it's 2, yeah.
Let's go fail on math again. 600.
600. Bye week.
Let's go.
We've got the Bills multiplied by the Washington Commanders.
84.
I actually don't know. I have to go to the question. I have to go to the answers. It is 84. That's correct. We've got our first correct bye week math.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had 96.
Yeah.
I was like,
I the only two I remember are the Bills and the Ravens because the two elite quarterbacks have the same bye
There
week.
you go. There you go.
yeah.
Bye week math for 800. I'm on a roll.
Okay. We've got the
Oh, boy.
Chiefs multiplied by the Panthers, subtracted by the Seahawks. And
I should know the Chiefs bye week. 132.
That is correct. That is correct.
Golly.
Killing it. You've got 140 here.
I would have been
And
way
you've got
off there.
-8. Very good. Very good. Holy.
1,000 bye week math.
1,000 bye week math. That's for you to interpret all on your own.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Actual math, huh?
There is 3 potential correct answers. We have the whole number, the rounding to the nearest whole number, the complete fraction, or the whole number in the decimal. Whole number and decimal, round to the
Yeah.
nearest whole number, or give me the fraction.
I can't remember the Colts at all.
Damn. Don't doubt him, fantasy dog. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah, man. Oh, okay. The Colts are that. So
Coming up on time.
yeah, we're gonna throw out. I know this isn't right, but 140.
That is incorrect. Again, Sean, you can round to the nearest whole number. You can give me the whole number and the decimal, or you can give me the final fraction.
Oh, I could give you the final fraction. Yeah.
Your fraction would have been incorrect still.
122.
That is incorrect. So we had either 146.67, 147, or 880 over 6. Those were the 3 potential
Okay.
correct
Oh,
answers
six,
there.
by week 6. Okay, that's where I was wrong.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
off.
Yep.
I was off by 1 or
It
2.
only takes one buys. It only takes one.
Yeah, yeah.
That was a tough one. That was a tough one.
All right, where are we at? I think that's to Sean now.
On him.
Let's go in the form of a question for 8.
In the form of a question for 8. The receiver with the most interceptions when targeted in 2024.
Who is CD Lamb?
That is incorrect to Hoohames.
I was just laughing because this isn't what you want to be known for. Like absolutely not. I'm going to say who is Malik Neighbors.
That is incorrect. The correct answer is Drake London. Kirk Cousins himself just handed him the bag here.
Nice.
Back to Hoohames.
What is that Conicere, or how do you pronounce that?
Random best ball. Call it
Okay,
that.
right, best ball.
You know that category hadn't been picked because we both couldn't pronounce that first
I
word.
mean,
right?
yeah, I'll just rip the Band-Aid off. We're good. Like, I've never seen this word. I'm avoiding.
Draft 2 to 3 early round running backs, then ignore the position for the rest of the draft to maximize wide receiver depth and weekly upside in larger field formats.
What is double elite running back?
Meg, you want to accept that?
I was just checking your answers, your answer key. I mean, I don't want to be a hard ass.
It's not the answer that we have down.
It's not the answer we have down.
Yeah.
I will
I was gonna
say
say if he could answer it exactly, I'm cool with it.
Robust? Is that what we're
Hyper
looking for,
fragile
Hyper
RB
Okay.
Oh,
is what we were looking for.
okay.
Deshaun.
Yeah.
Let's do random for 400.
Tight end 22, ADP 170. Tight end 12 in 2024. 66 catches, 674 receiving yards, and 2 touchdowns last year. Has never recorded a season over 700 receiving yards in his career.
ADP at 170. Tight end 22, 12, and 24. Never recorded over 700 receiving yards. Let's go with ADP at 170. Who is a golly? I'm never really picking tight end in that range. Mike Gesicki.
That is incorrect. Hoohames?
Who is Hunter Henry?
That is correct. Hoohames. Back
Nice.
in the game.
We will try in the form of a question for 1,000.
In the form of a question for 1,000. This is
the
Daily
daily
Double.
double.
You can now go back to the board. And Meg, how much does Hoohames have to wager?
So score is Hoohames 6,800 and Sean 2,400.
So
Lose it or double it?
I'll just do 1,000.
For 1,000, meaning you can either lose 1,000 or you can get 2,000 on top. Where are we going here? 3 questions left.
600.
Who was the second QB on Chess Liam's BBM2 winning roster?
I listen to Chess Liam all the time. What? To hit this, so can I get a clarification? Is it the second one drafted by him or the second one like in points for the year?
He has 2 quarterbacks drafted that roster, I believe. So just 2.
Okay.
And it would be the second quarterback drafted. So it's the yes, really. Either way you ask the question.
Yeah, we're gonna say Joe Burrow.
That is incorrect to Sean. You only get to steal for the actual amount. You only get to steal for 600.
I know I'm wrong. Justin Herbert.
That is incorrect. It was Justin Fields. Fields.
I had the right first name.
You did. You did.
Okay, so just a clarification, Hoohames lost 1,000, correct?
Yeah,
He did. That is
Okay,
correct.
just double check. I wasn't trying to rub it in. So we are 5,800 Hoohames, 2,400 Sean.
Okay, very good. Sean can still technically knock out BBG if he can clear the board here.
I guess let's go for the 1,000.
Oh, going all in. Name all 3 tight ends drafted by Best Ball Mania 5 winner El Gru 50. All 3 of them.
Yeah, good luck. I don't know. Let's go Travis Kelce. Let's do Kokomet, and I don't know. We'll throw in Mark Andrews because I have no clue because I've not looked.
That is incorrect. Hoohames. All 3.
we'll go with the 2 that scored really heavy in week 17. And so we'll go David Njoku, Juwan Johnson, and Zach Ertz.
You had 1 correct. Juwan
won.
Johnson. It was George Kittle, Noah Fant, Juwan Johnson.
Noah Fant.
Noah Fant. That would never got that.
No. Even though he was everybody's darling.
Yep.
800.
800 to close it down. Name 2 of the 3 QBs drafted by Pat Kerrane on his Best Ball Mania 3 winning roster.
Well, it wasn't Jalen Hurts because he got sniped. And I don't know. We're going to just say Justin Fields and Jared Goff.
That is incorrect.
Okay.
I know he's not an early quarterback guy. Let's go with. I know he's a big Pats guy, so I'm just going to throw a haymaker. Let's go Jacoby Brissett and Justin Herbert.
That is incorrect. We have Tom Brady,
Tom Brady,
Daniel Jones, and Tua Tagovailoa.
Yep.
Daniel Jones is the one that got
DJ.
a big week. Yeah.
Yep. Hoohames, congratulations. Sean,
Congrats, man.
thank you for playing. Thank you for
Thanks
playing.
a lot.
What did Sean finish out at, and what did Hoohames finish at?
So final score. So actually, wait, did I?
No one got the last one.
Okay,
No.
I was just double checking. Okay, so 5,800 Hoohames, 2,400 Sean, and that's why we want to keep track of scores. It's all going in a database because the 2 highest people that don't move on will be playing to potentially get back in the tournament, and then winners that move on, scoring helps seeding. So we've got this all figured out. Well, and we are continuing to figure this out, but plenty more round ones. We will give more details on how this Best Ball Jeopardy tournament goes. But I did, the total score is important. So we will keep track of all this. This was tons of fun, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. I had a great time. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I had a blast. Like getting upset at myself for reading ADPs wrong and stuff. Yeah.
I thought I knew the bye weeks better than I did, but no, I did not actually.
Yeah.
You also got to know your math. You also got to know your algebra.
Well, Hoohames, now you know the next round that you play. You got to study up on the bye week math because, like Bernie said, the stacks and bye week, that's going to be a staple.
Yeah, I worked like close to 50 hours, like between the schedule coming out and Monday morning, so I haven't really had time to look through it that much. So,
hey, all good. You'll have your chance potentially a bye. I think he may have surpassed off the Schneid score. I think off the Schneid
nice.
barely got over the
I got
top
to put
of
this in a
BBG.
database. Yeah.
So I think right now you are the Jeopardy leader in the club.
Yes. If I have this correct, yeah, Cody had 4,400.
Yeah. So top of the board, sir. Top of the board.
Very nice, Who. Good
For a
game,
week.
man.
Yeah.
Well, let's for both of you guys, we sincerely appreciate you joining us. This has been a ton of fun. We appreciate everybody in chat. They seem to be having fun. Appreciate Hartman's comment. Cheers to Bruni on this one, because this is all Bruni behind the scenes, crushing it with the questions, and quite honestly, an amazing Alex Trebek as well. But no, we appreciate everybody in the chat, everybody playing. So as we get out of here, tell us each where to find you, what we should know, what's going on your channel. Sean, let's go to you first.
Well, I mean, it's a good thing you asked, because you are going to be on my channel tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 5:30 p.m. Central.
Looking
Extend the
forward to it.
Drive, Best Ball Live. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No.
YouTube.com/@XTDBBO. Check it out.
All right, and I can't wait to join you tomorrow. Looking forward to building a fun one, and enjoy
With
the
Cam
guests. You have.
Scatabo.
Yeah, definitely Cam Scatabo for sure. Hoohames, I love watching your streams. Tell us the people where they can find you, what you got going on.
Yeah, I'm on YouTube. Just Hoohames is the name. Keep it simple. I've started dual streaming to Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. That's like caused all kinds of problems. That's fine. I'll figure it out. Like I'm still learning how to do any of this. So it's a learning experience, and the community's the best part. Like
Absolutely.
they don't
Absolutely
care.
the best.
They just don't care. They're just glad to have people to be there and talk to them, and
Exactly.
it's awesome.
1,000%.
It's
A lot
great.
of fun. A lot of fun.
That's right. And shout out to the community here today, rooting you guys on. Bruni, this has been amazing. I'll let you take us out of here.
Yep, appreciate you guys competing tonight. Hoohames, look to see you back. Sean, we'll see how the points shake out. Meg, as always, everybody take care, be well, be good. If you can't be good at it. We'll see you.